Okay. Hi. So my name is Imani. I am a junior currently. I am a reapplicant for RA. I was an RA my sophomore year. In Mertz Hall, I was the RA for the 19th floor, the Leadership for Social Change. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and yeah. So the questions that I decided to answer, one of them today was, what has been your proudest moment as a student leader? Um, I think that one of my proudest moments as a student leader um, came from when my residents from my first year as an RA, we had an outing um, for my learning community, and we went to the Chicago History Museum and Chipotle, and we just hung out. And I remember being super nervous about it, just being part of a learning community and all of the expectations that came with that, all of the extra time and care and just attention to residents because you're just around them more. Um, that came with it, and I was very nervous about like the outcome of that. Um, just kind of hoping that people would come, and we actually had 30 people come to our event out of 70 people, and I was just like very happy and proud, and um, I just felt really connected with my community at that point, and it just really showed me the power of connection that you can make just by having fun with your residents. And if they really trust you, if they really like you, they'll come and they'll do things with you, um, if you're really there to support them as a peer and not as a superior. And I think that's like one of the ways that people go wrong in this position is you take it as a position of only superior when in reality, like, we're all around the same age and we all did dumb things at one point. We all do dumb things. And I think that, as we learned before, it's like having that presupposition that those people are people like you and they also have the capacity to be like you. So, um, kind of projecting onto them like the good things you see in yourself and hoping that they do the same. And I really saw that in that moment, just like the like care that I had made in my community. So that was really, really interesting and fun. Um, and what have I learned about your identities and how does this impact your work as a student leader? I've learned a lot about my identities throughout other leadership positions at Loyola. I am also currently a STARS mentor. I have 5 mentees who I meet with biweekly, and through STARS as a first generation college student and a student of color, I've learned a lot about how my identity has been shaped by my experiences um, within a PWI, predominantly white institution, and predominantly white spaces throughout my life that I hadn't been able to recognize before. And it becomes a really big stress to understand how to navigate those spaces and truly feel confident that the reality you're experiencing is really a reality, because I think that when you come to a predominantly white institution after probably years of not understanding your own identity, and now you're just like in touch with all of these spaces and people and programs such as STARS that like allows you to explore that identity, um, that it becomes very overwhelming. And I think that something that I try to do as a leader now is how can I make it better for those students who are next and who are coming and who are going to learn new things about themselves and um, going to have to like figure out a new reality for themselves, based on their new identities that they're going to find when they're in college that they couldn't have been in touch with or might not have been able to be in touch with when they were in high school at home in a different environment. I just feel like there's a lot of new identities that you come in contact with. I didn't identify as a first generation college student until I had my first meeting with the STAR students and realized that that's what I was. And I also didn't have a very strong connection to being a person of color because I was very washed out by a white centric lens. So that's something that I really like to keep in my role as a student leader. I am very interested in working with students of color, with um, any students, but I truly feel that students of color need more people like them in leadership positions and in their environments and spaces. And I do think that that is something that I've able to excel in during my time at Loyola. And it's just been very fun and very um, rewarding to have had that experience in college. So yeah, that's my interview.